But the reality is that 92% of people trust a recommendation from a friend. 92%, that's pretty darn powerful, right? Hey, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Modern Direct Seller podcast. I am so thrilled you're joining us today. I'm Becky Lander, CEO and co-founder of Modern Direct Seller and your host here on the podcast. And today we are talking about something that I think many of you can benefit from. Maybe you've kind of dabbled in this a little bit, but you know that there's more there. So I'm going to give you the more that you need to really launch this into a full-blown sales strategy. So a little bit of a trick question to get things started. What is better than getting a new customer? What's better than a new customer? Let's think about it. All right, I'll give you the answer. It's getting a new customer who was sent to you by someone who already loves what you do. So truly, I believe that most of you are sitting on a gold mine of referrals that you've never asked for. And it's not because people aren't willing to refer you. It's because we haven't set up a system to make it really easy for your customers to refer you or give it a cutesy name. So I'm going to share that with you as well. So today we're going to get into the full referral system, including something I like to call Referral Palooza. This is something that can run in the background of your business all year long. So let's first by talking a little bit about why referrals are just totally low-hanging fruit. I feel like they're the lowest hanging fruit in your business, but oftentimes we have this mindset block that it feels pushy to ask for a referral or presumptuous or that we're using a customer or a friendship for business. But the reality is that 92% of people trust a recommendation from a friend. 92%, that's pretty darn powerful, right? On the flip side, like 36% trust a paid ad. But if it's a friend saying, oh, you got to try that restaurant down the street, or, oh, these shoes are the comfiest ones I've ever tried, or, oh, that car detailer, amazing, you got to hire them, right? Any of those you're going to trust probably far beyond any kind of online marketing, paid advertisement, because that friend you have that know, like, trust factor with already. So we are in the relationship business. And when it comes to referrals, we've got to really, really lean into that. We're not being pushy. We're not, being crazy to people. We are being intentional about asking for those referrals and knowing that you could build an entire business based on word of mouth. I've seen it done time and time again. So this is an important kind of point to think about how we can work more referrals into your business. So here's what really justifies it. This is like the mic drop moment of the episode that you're going to want to remember. So 83% of customers are willing to refer someone. So if you asked me, are you willing to refer your hairstylist? Yeah, I'm totally yes, absolutely. Katie's amazing. But only 29% actually do send referrals. So there's like a little bit of a mismatch, right? 83% say they're willing to, but only 29% actually do. So you have to ask the question, why are they not actually doing it? And it's not because they don't love you or they don't love your product. It's because you haven't made it easy for them. So you might need to give it a name. You might need to market it. You might need to create a system around it. You may need to think about how referrals work inside your business. And that is exactly the point of today's episode. So I don't know about you guys, but when I think of referrals, the first industry that comes to mind is real estate. How often have you talked to a real estate agent that said something to you to the extent of, do you know of anyone interested in buying or selling their home? Right? It just rolls off the tongue naturally. They just say it all the time. And you're like, oh, well, actually, yeah, my sister just moved, or, oh, so-and-so's thinking about purchasing, right? So why can't we do the same in the direct sales world? How can we find that one simple line that makes it feel really natural to ask someone for a referral? Now, when I think about who makes the best referral partners, of course, Our loyal customers, our friends, our family, our followers, people that have direct experience working with us, shopping with us, they are going to be fantastic referral partners. But you also probably can think of a few people in your circle that are just very well connected. They're the go-to people when someone's looking for something. They're going to ask that person. So a little side story that we have going on right now in our life. So we're rapidly approaching 5th grade promotion or graduation for Cody. And at promotion, you need to get a little dressed up, right? It's graduation. And I have an 11-year-old, very athletic boy that pretty much just lives in basketball shorts. I'm not sure I've seen him in anything other than basketball shorts, baseball pants, elastic waistband, sweatpants, or plaid flannel pajama pants with a drawstring, right? Like all elastic waistband kind of situation. He's not a kid wearing jeans. He's not a kid that likes getting dressed up. But I mean, it's 5th grade graduation. We got to get a little dressed up. So in the last couple of weeks, what have I been doing? I've been not just Googling where can I get pants for my 11-year-old that he's not going to throw a fit over. I'm going to my mom group chat. So we got our boy mom group chat of all the baseball moms, and I'm asking, hey guys, have you thought about pants for your kid for graduation? Do you have any recommendations? Because I know it's going to be a whole process to get the kid in some pants. So of course, people are like, yeah, have you checked out this Amazon listing? You can pick out the waistband size and you can pick the length of the pants. Have you gone to Abercrombie Kids? They have really soft fabric. Have you checked out Old Navy? So I'm starting to get some recommendations, but I have a trusted source, right? I'm going to that group chat saying, hey, I'm looking for this. What do you guys recommend? And I'm trusting those recommendations. So when we think about finding referral partners for your direct sales biz, think about who's in that group chat. Who are the people that are most likely to have people asking them for recommendations? Hey, where'd you get those shoes? Hey, where did you get that permanent jewelry? Hey, where are you getting your hair done these days, right? So there's certain people in everyone's social group that people are often going to asking for recommendations. So as you're stepping into thinking about creating a referral program for your business, a couple of things up front that I want you to think about. Number one, if your company already has a referral program in place, lean into it. I mean, listen to the rest of this episode. I think you'll still get some good ideas. But if they have something built into your comp plan where it's not out of pocket for you to bring in new referrals, that's your referral program. That's what you should be using here. The other piece of it is, it doesn't have to be some big grandiose program. I'm going to give you a lot of ideas here today, but you can always test it for 3 months. Maybe this is your summer referral program and see how it goes for a couple months. You don't have to be locked into anything for life. You can just give it a little bit of a test run over the course of a couple months, see how it goes, reevaluate things, tweak things, change things if you need to. Now, I feel like the easiest place to start is just simply practicing the words that you're saying. So, for example, if you're doing in-person events, it is a great opportunity for people to invite a friend, right? The guest list for your in-person events is already sitting on your customer's phone. It's in that group chat, right? You just need to give them a reason or an excuse or a reminder to share it. So this is about creating an easy way for people to say yes. So we want to simply ask. So we want to say something like, hey, shopping with friends is always more fun. Do you want to bring like 1, 2, 3 friends with you? Easy peasy. Just plant that seed. Like the door is open. You can bring more people over and I would be thrilled. So if they don't know that, they're not going to show up unannounced with, a handful of other people with them. But make sure that you're working that simple ask into your conversation. I'm so glad that you can stop by the open house on Thursday. By the way, shopping's always more fun with friends. Do you want to bring 1 or 2, right? Also the incentive hook. And what I mean by that is, is there an incentive for them to bring somebody along with them? So this might be something like, hey, when you bring a friend today, I have a bonus gift right here waiting for you. So here's a fun stat too. More than half of people are more likely to give a referral when offered a direct incentive. More than half the people, they're going to be more likely or getting closer to that number of 83% where people are willing to refer. This is going to maybe push them over the edge a little. Like, oh, I'm going to get a bonus gift? Oh, okay. I think that maybe I will bring my mom, my sister, my neighbor along with me as I stop by in person. Now, you can parallel this for your online parties too. So if you're doing things in the online space, encourage people, hey, if you want to bring a couple people with you, I can even open up your own link. If you're in a party plan company, give them the host rewards. Really, you plus two is a party, right? I love that line. Think about who else that they can invite. You may want to tie it to a special occasion that gives them an excuse to bring somebody along. All right, a little real talk. If your business lives on social media, you don't own it. Oh My High gives direct sellers a real website that's actually yours. Your links, your content, your personal brand, your email list. Not a replicated page that looks like everyone else's. We built it specifically for people just like you. There's no tech skills required. And as a podcast listener, get a free Capture and Convert homepage when you get started today. Visit the link in the show notes for the promo code or check it out over at ohmyhigh.com. Now, back to the episode. So a couple examples of this. We have Mother's Day coming up. We're going to do a mother-daughter event. Do you want an invite? Or, oh, we have Sibling Day coming up. Do you want to bring your sister along? Or, oh, a lot of people say it's really fun to actually shop with their spouse. Do you want to bring your partner along? Or I'm going to come to you in your neighborhood. Do you want to invite a couple of neighbors over? So kind of give them an excuse to bring a few more people along. So we're going to plant the seed in the invite that, hey, you want to bring a couple people along. So next, we're going to talk a little bit about Referral Palooza. So I think about the invite a friend strategy is great if you have a one-time event, if you're doing a pop-up, again, if you're doing something in person, maybe you're doing something online. Now, Referral Palooza is what I like to call your always-on referral system. So it has a fun name. It's an ongoing referral program. It's not just a one and done. It's a running system in the background of your business. You're going to build it once, and you're going to let it go all year long. And again, if you're not ready to commit to a full year, right, you can pilot this just during the summer. So essentially, Referral Palooza, you're going to be intentional about marketing and sharing with others. So you may invite somebody by saying, hey, Susie, I'm building something fun this year called Referral Palooza, and I thought of you. You know the best compliment to me is a referral, and I know how much you like my brand. You simply pass along my info when it feels natural, and you'll get hooked up with a big thank you gift. Can I send you over the details? Who is going to say no to that, right? Even if they don't follow through with it, they're probably going to be like, well, yeah, send me the information. Perfect. So once they say yes, you're going to follow up with a message, something like, hey, there's no pressure. Whenever somebody comes to mind, just connect us over text, and then I'll take it from there. So letting them know how to connect people to you is one piece of the puzzle. If you're like, I accept referrals, people are like, do I text them? Do I email them? Do I message you? Like, what do I do here, right? So this is a great strategy to kind of build in. When somebody comes to mind, just send us over a text and I'll take it from there. So that could be a group message, that could be an individual text, they could pass on contact information. The other spin on this that I've seen some Oh My High users be very successful with is they're actually creating a form on their website for Referral Palooza, where people sign up for Referral Palooza. You can give them information about your business. And then there's a simple form where they can submit their referrals through that form. As soon as you get a lead through that form, that is your lead to work, right? So you no longer need to go through Susie to make that connection. You're going to go straight to that person and say, hey, thank you so much. Susie referred you over my way. I wanted to tell you more about fill in the blank, right? So it's great to let your referral partner know how to make that intro. If that's going over text, if that's being submitted in a form, but they really need to know how you like to receive referrals. And then we also want to be really clear on what the reward is. So your reward could be product credit. It could be maybe a free item after 3 referrals. It could be a surprise gift. It could be a gift card somewhere. It could be a gift card to your company. It could be some bonus exclusive swag. You really get to decide what that reward looks like. So another fun stat for you that I pulled, referred customers have a 37% higher retention rate and are 4 times more likely to refer someone else. So what that means is that they are going to probably stick around more than just any other customer because their friend brought them along with them, right? And they're going to be 4 times more likely to refer somebody else because somebody just referred them and they understood what that process felt like. So now they're going to go refer you to others. I love that snowball effect. That's the best energy and momentum we can get in our business, right? If we get referral after referral after referral. So while Referral Palooza can really run in the background year around, you can double down on it during maybe slower seasons or if you're doing a special launch. So you can always sweeten the reward a little bit. Like maybe you know that July is going to be a slow month for you with summer upcoming. So maybe during July, Referral Palooza rewards double, like a little extra incentive for your people to send some business your way. So you can be a little strategic about how you position those rewards. Now, once you get that referral, friends, please don't drop the ball here. This is your opportunity to wow them, right? Your referral partner did the intro. Now it's your job to really own that conversation. So you can say something in that group text, right? Hey, thanks so much. It's so great to meet you. I will send you a message separately. And thank you so much to Susie. I'm hooking you up with something special. So they also see the value there, right? They're probably besties. So this was like a good little teaser. Oop, I'm going to hook you up for referring her. And then maybe you're going to refer me to some more people. So from there, you're going to move it to a one-on-one conversation. While we love Susie and she's going to continue shopping with us, we want to have a one-on-one conversation with that new potential customer. So this is your opportunity to really shine. Hey, can I get you a catalog? Can I send you a sample? Can I share a gift guide? Can I share some product recommendations of where to start with you? Just to kind of get that conversation started. And then, of course, the follow-up. We want to make sure we're staying in front of them and we're getting that first order actually made. So here's the secret to success when it comes to Referral Palooza. We have got to let people know about it. Just like anything in our business, we have to market it. We have to promote it. We have to make a big splash about it so people pay attention to it. So they're not going to think about Referral Palooza unless you're actually talking about it. So you really want to build it into the fabric of everything you're doing. You can put it as a PS in text messages. It can be part of your post-purchase follow-up messages. It could be in your order thank you notes. It could be in your email signature. You could work it into your social media content once a week. That wouldn't even be too much, right? Shout people out as they're referring you business. So you can really weave it into a lot of the things that you're already doing, but it's not going to work unless you're actually talking about it. And again, if you're using Oh My Hi, there's a lot of automation that you can do to make this easier than ever. Of course, the form to accept your referrals, but then from there, you can do a series of automated emails, not only to the person that referred them, but also to that new potential customer, maybe even link it up with Project Broadcast so you're able to send those outbound texts as well. Use some of that automation in the background of your business so you can focus on building relationships on the front end of your business. So again, your website is really your home base. That should be your go-to of where you're referring people. So we want to make sure that they can see that you're a legit brand. You have a website and you're blogging and you're posting about your upcoming events. And they can also get a good feel for who you are and your personality just by taking a quick peek over at your website. So word of mouth referrals drives referral marketing 2 to 10x more effectively than any kind of paid ads. And yes, it's going to cost you that thank you gift, but it's not going to cost you a really expensive ads budget. And also, it's important to start tracking really what that return on investment is. So if you know that you're giving a $20 thank you gift for each new customer, but on average, that new customer makes a repeat purchase 2 months later, 4 months later, 6 months later, you can do the math there to make sure that you're getting a good ROI on it. So you don't want to totally give away everything, but I do believe that there is a little bit of a cost attached to bringing in a new customer. And if you can get this Referral Palooza funnel working in the background of your business, oh my gosh, that's the dream, right? People are just sending you business and you're welcoming them with open arms and sharing products that you absolutely love. So here's what to do this week. I want you to think of maybe 3 to 5 people in your world that are natural connectors. These are the people that you go to for the recommendations, you go to for the graduation pants. They're the people that are always kind of in the know. They are going to be your Referral Palooza MVPs. So send an invite out this week using the script from today's episode. If you're hanging out with us inside of Party Like It's 2026, inside the Modern Direct Seller Academy, you can find all the scripting, all the words to say, all the graphics to share. And I double dare you to mention Referral Palooza somewhere in your regular rhythm of things. So whether that's your email signature, your Oh My High website, a text that you send out after somebody makes a purchase, go ahead and just weave it in and see what happens. I don't want you to forget that 83% of your happy customers are willing to refer you. That is a huge number. You just have to go out there and ask them. So go be the one. Go be the one that asks them because nobody else is. This is your opportunity to go ask them. As I mentioned, if you're hanging out with us inside the Academy, you have a ton of resources available to this and lots of success stories about how others are applying Referral Palooza inside their business. But I think this is such an easy opportunity to grow your sales and grow your sales quickly when you're intentional and you ask for those referrals. They want to refer you. They really do. We just need to give them a very clear way on how to do it and maybe a little incentive as well to get people to send their people your way. So with that said, I hope you have a fantastic week. I hope you loved this episode. I can't wait to be back with you here next week for another episode of the Modern Direct Seller Podcast. So until then, let's get out there and make it a great day. Bye, everyone. This episode is sponsored by CintShare. CintShare is the #1 social media scheduler for direct sellers and loved by creators in any industry. It's truly your one-stop shop for all things social. Join hundreds of thousands of social sellers and entrepreneurs who turn to CintShare for free social media training and resources. Get started today with your free 30-day trial at moderndirectseller.com/CintShare.